Hello, my dear friends. Today, I want to tell you a very fascinating tale about the friendship of a dog and a cat. Listen to this fairy tale carefully. I hope you like it very much. In the old days, there lived a poor old man and his blind old woman. They had no children, only a dog and a cat. The animals lived together, they followed each other like a shadow behind a man, and served their masters faithfully. When an old man leaves home, they and the old woman guarded the house and did not allow strangers near. Old men treasured their pets more than treasure, they did not beat them or scold them. They lived less lonely with a dog and a cat. One day an old man went to the mountains to cut some grass. When he came back, he saw a black snake lying on the ground, hungry and unable to move. The old man felt pity for the snake, hid it behind his bosom and went on his way. He came home, treated the snake, fattened it up. But one day the old man says to her, "Get out of our house, snake. We are out of rice, we have no more grass, we have nothing to feed you." The snake nodded its head and said, "Good grandpa, if it weren't for you, I'd have starved to death. But I do not know how to thank you. All I have is my own tail. Take it, put it in a wooden box and hide it away, so no one else will see it. And when you need money, shake it, coins will fall out of the tail." The old man agreed. Just cut off the snake's tail and it disappeared. The old man put the snake's tail in a wooden casket and buried the casket behind the kitchen where no one else looked. The old men will dig out the casket, take out the snake's tail, shake it, and copper coins will fall to the floor with a ringing sound. The old man collects the coins, goes to the market, buys oil, salt, rice, and firewood. He returns home, cooks a meal. He cooks it and divides it into 4 parts, one for the old woman, one for the dog, one for the cat, and one for himself. And so they lived, not knowing the need. But one day a wandering salesman knocked on the old man's door. He was afraid to go alone on a dark night on the road, so he asked to spend the night. The old man let him in. And the next day, even before dawn, the old man passed quietly behind the kitchen, took a snake's tail out of the casket, shook it. And the coins fell to the ground. Just heard, zing, zing, zing. The merchant saw it all through the window. The old man rushed out of the house as soon as he left, dug out the precious box, put it in his bag and quickly ran out of the house. When the old man returned home, the old woman was crying so pitifully. The old man asks, "What trouble has happened?" And the old woman answers, "Our precious casket was stolen by a traveling salesman." The old man could not believe it. "What are you talking about, my beloved wife? I buried it far and deep. How could he have found her? You must have been looking in the wrong place." The old man said so and went behind the kitchen himself. He searched and searched and found nothing. The old man and the old woman were disappointed. The old man sighs heavily, and the old woman is in tears. Just then, a cat and a dog from the yard came to have breakfast with the owners. The owners have sad faces and frowning eyebrows. They feel that trouble has come, but they do not know what kind of trouble. The old man looked at them, sighed and said, "The villainous merchant has taken our box. Run for it! We must catch him." "Let's run, maybe we'll catch him," said the dog to the cat. "See how the old men are crying." They jumped out of the house and went on their way. They went on their way, sniffing around, looking for the precious box. So they decided to go to the merchant. And his house was across the river. When they came to the river was booming and the waves were foaming. The cat is curled up in a ball with fear. "Don't be afraid," the dog encouraged her. "Somehow we will get to the other side, because I can swim. And we'd better not go home without the box." When the cat saw that the dog was so brave, she bravely jumped up on his back. They crossed the river and found themselves in a small village. They walked through the village, looked into every house, and did not miss a single one. Suddenly they saw, there was a big house in the yard, lots of people in it, some in red clothes, some in green clothes, in fact they were all getting ready for the wedding. And they saw in the groom a trader, who had spent the night at the old man's house. Going to the house, the dog says to the cat's ear, find out where the merchant has hidden grandfather's casket. I would go myself, but I am afraid they will see me. And as soon as you know, immediately run behind the village, I'll wait for you under the tree. The cat shook its head in agreement, meowed, climbed on the roof, jumped from the roof right into the yard, and from the yard, through a small window, climbed into the bedroom. The cat was looking for the precious box. She looked round all the corners, but it was nowhere to be found. The cat sits under the bed and wonders what to do. Suddenly she sees a mouse crawling out of a chest in the bedroom. The cat rushed at it, and the mouse is trembling in its cat's paws and begs to be let go. The cat said to her, if you help me in one thing, I'll let you go. I will do anything, my dear cat, just tell me what to do, the mouse squeaked. Get into the owner's chest and see if there is a wooden box. If you find it, bring it here quickly. The mouse climbed into the trunk, at once pulled out a native box and with a low bow gave it to the cat. The cat seized the box and ran out the window. The salesman saw the cat and shouted, get the cat. She has stolen the treasure. Get her. People rushed to catch up with the cat, but it jumped over the fence, and they could not catch up. She ran behind the village, and there was a dog waiting under a tree, and they started on their way back. They went and could not rejoice. When they came to the river, the dog strictly ordered the cat, if you see a fish or a crayfish in the river, look, do not open your mouth, or you will drop the casket into the water. Now the cat was no longer afraid to swim across the river. It was sitting on the dog's back, with great importance, and dreamed of how the owners would thank it. They swam to the middle of the river, and suddenly they saw fishes having fun in the water. The cat was even salivating, she could not stand it and started screaming, oh, how many fish! And so the box fell into the water and went to the bottom of the river. I told you not to open your mouth and keep quiet. What's to be done now? The dog swam to the shore with the cat, left the cat, and returned to the middle of the river. Dived into the river and pulled out of the water precious box. Tired, the dog sat down to rest, her eyes closed and did not notice how she fell asleep. And the cat immediately grabbed the box and ran home. When the old man saw that the cat had brought the casket, he was glad and ran to the old woman to tell her the good news. Together they began to praise the cat, what an agile and nimble cat it is. The old man opened the casket, took out a snake's tail, shook it, and copper coins spilled and rang on the floor. The old man bought all kinds of food, cooked all sorts of tasty treats, and began to praise the cat. The cat sat down comfortably, but no sooner had he started to eat than he saw a dog running. Oh, you lazy dog! You only know how to stuff your belly with food. His master snapped at her. And the cat listens and eats. At least she'd say something to justify the dog. So the dog wanted to drink and eat, but nothing tasty, he had to be content with the remains of soup and rice. The dog hated the cat ever since. As soon as he sees it, he wants to grab it and bite it. That's how their enmity started.